of installation methods for the indoor AP3912i. Please refer to the installation guide for more details. The AP3912i is an indoor wall plate AP, and its bracket may be attached to a wall, junction box, gang box, or solid ceiling. The AP is powered by either PoE.AF or PoE.AT. If it is powered by PoE.AT, then the gray port will have PSE.AF on it that can be used for powering a device that uses less than 15 watts. The installer must provide a pencil or pen, a drill bit. The size depends on the screw. 6 mm is recommended for the included drywall anchors, a drill, a Phillips head screwdriver, and a Torque Phillips screwdriver. Additional tools not shown include the following: RJ45 connectors, RJ45 crimper tool, and a punch-down block tool. The box has the AP you ordered, some interesting labels, plus some hardware inside it. The box has a removable label for your documentation. There is also one of these labels on the back of the AP if you need another. The box has a label that shows the minimum firmware revision needed to operate the AP. The box also has a scannable QR code, which along with the Extreme app will allow one to set up the AP using a cloud service. The box includes the WS-AP3912i model you ordered, a printed copy of the Quick Reference Guide, a printed copy of the Extreme Cloud Quick Start card, a combination wall, junction box, gang box attachment bracket with captive screw, and a hardware bag. On the rear of the AP3912i are the building wiring connections. Either RJ45 connections or punch-down connections may be used for each port. One set is for the LAN 1 and the other is for the pass-through. LAN 1 must always be connected, as that is how the AP3912i gets its power. On the bottom of the AP are customer accessible connectors plus a small AP reset hole. Starting on the left, they are a blue RJ45 pass-through LAN connection, a gray RJ45 PSE P3 LAN connection, a black RJ45 P2 LAN connection, and a black RJ45 P1 LAN connection. The AP3912i has 6 LEDs. Starting from the top LED, they indicate AP status, LAN 1 activity, Radio 1 5 GHz, Radio 2 2.4 GHz, PoE availability, and Internet of Things. The AP3912i includes the following hardware: 2 panhead machine screws for use with junction gang boxes, 2 panhead wood screws for use in wood walls, ceilings, or with the drywall anchors, 2 plastic anchors for drywall, plasterboard, and 1 T10 security torque wrench for use with the bracket's captive screw. The AP3912i is always mounted to the included bracket, and the difference between mounting the AP on a wall, junction box, or gang box are which of the bracket's holes are used. The bracket has a captive screw that must be on the left side of the AP if the connectors are to be facing the floor. Also, the flat side of the bracket must always go against the wall or junction box. The bracket has a lot of cuts or holes. That is to accommodate almost every junction or gang box. You will not be using most of the holes. For attaching the AP onto a junction or gang box, select the 2 holes closest to the center of the bracket that align to the junction or gang box. The 2 holes must be on opposite sides of the bracket's large center cut to prevent movement of the AP. Insert and tighten the 2 panhead machine screws to attach the bracket to the junction or gang box. torque the screws to 9 inch-pounds. If the building wire is coming out of a box or hole in the wall, pull the building land wires out of the wall and through the bracket's large cut, a minimum of 5 inches. Either attach RJ45 connectors or prepare to attach the wires to the appropriate punch-down blocks. If the building wire is outside of the wall and the AP3912i bracket is mounted over a junction or gang box, or if there is a hole in the wall that aligns with the bracket's large hole, then the AP cable attachment can be made with either RJ45 connectors or the punch-down blocks. Otherwise, the punch-down blocks must be used. Attach the building's Ethernet wires to the connectors on the rear of the AP3912i. If there is a box or a hole behind the bracket, stuff the excess wires into it and attach the AP to the bracket as follows. Align the AP3912i rear cuts to the 2 tallest L flanges near the right side of the bracket. Place the AP so it is parallel to the wall and insert the flanges into the AP cuts. Then push the AP to the left until it stops, about 1/4 inch. This pushes part of the tabs deeper into the cuts so they will hold temporarily. Engage the captive screw a few threads and then use the provided security Torx wrench to tighten the captive screw to 7 inch-pounds. We have now shown attachment of the AP3912i onto a junction or gang box. Next, we will mount the AP to a wood wall. We recommend using the 4 holes with the chamfers. However, only 2 screws are needed as long as the 2 are on opposite sides of the bracket's large cutout. For solid wood walls, only the wood screws need to be used. For drywall or plaster, the provided anchors plus the wood screws should be used. Place the bracket where it is to be located. Use the bracket as a template and mark the hole centers to be used. If using wood screws, the drill bit should be the same diameter as the solid center portion of the screw, so the threads extend past the drill on both sides. After selecting the proper drill bit size, put the drill bit into the drill and drill perpendicular to the surface in the center of the marks. Use screws or screw and anchor assemblies in drywall to attach the bracket to the wall. Tighten the screws to a torque of 9 inch-pounds. Attach the LAN cables. If there is a hole in the wall, then the RJ45 connectors can probably be used. Otherwise, the punch-down blocks must be used. Align the AP3912i rear cuts to the tallest L flanges near the right side of the bracket. Place the AP so it is parallel to the wall and insert the AP cuts into the flanges. Then push the AP to the left until it stops, about 1/4 inch. Engage the captive screw a few threads and then use the provided security Torx wrench to tighten the screw to 7 inch-pounds. You have now completed the physical installation of the WS AP3912i. If you have further questions, please see the Extreme Networks documentation site and the installation guide.